How you doing, Mr. DJ? Back again. Going to put up a few Lost 45s for my 70s YouTube channel tonight. Outsourcing Billboard's Hot 100, week of April 29th, 1972. Got some of that sweet soul music produced by Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. We are talking about the sound of Philadelphia, Mr. Joe Simon. The song is called Pull of Bad Luck. And sometimes we get into that pull of bad luck and drown in it. Drown in it. It's not funny, but it just sounds funny sometimes. Man, that's some that sweet soul music by Joe Simon. The thing about Kenny Gamble Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, and Joe Simon was basically R&B belter, an R&B gut bucket soul singer. But you get into Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff, what they do, all these soul singers that they come in contact with, or the soul groups they come in contact with, they decorate their vocals with melodies of strings. Lush strings. It gives their record sort of a mainstream sound for it to cross over on pop radio. Although now Joe Simon did have his pop crossovers before he teamed up with Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. One of his hits, "The Choking Kind," back in 1969, originally done by Waylon Jennings in 1967, but huge hit for Joe Simon, particularly on R&B, but a minor pop hit in 1969. Joe Simon, like a lot of R&B singers, Joe Simon started out in gospel. He sang in his father's Baptist church. Later on, when his family, when the family relocated to California, Joe Simon joined a group called the Gospel West. I'm sorry, the Golden West Gospel Singers, and they were influenced though by Sam Cooke. And when they were influenced by Sam Cooke, they went for a more secular sound. They changed their name to the Golden Tones, and they came out with a song in 1959 called "Little Island Girl." Joe Simon later went on a solo career in the early 60s. He came out with a couple of records off the VJ record label in Chicago, and "Let's Do It All Over." "Let's Do It Over," rather, went to number 13 on R&B. And then later on, he got on with the Soundstage 7 record label. It was a subsidiary to the legendary Monument record label, and that's when he had a series of R&B hits in the late 60s, including "The Choking Kind." 1970, though, he jumped to another record label called Spring Records, and that brought him into contact with Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff. And "Drowning in the Sea of Love." 1.5 million copies sold. That was a big one for Joe Simon, particularly on R&B. But it was a significant crossover record. Went to number 11, I believe, on Billboard's Hot 100. And then he did "The Power of Love" in the summer of 1972. That, too, went to number 11. Both of these songs produced by Leon Huff and Kenny Gamble. And they also produced the song that I'm going to play for you, "Pull of Bad Luck." Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff classic. Boy, they really cranked them out back in the 70s. Anyway, this song is at number 43, up from 41. Week before, the week of April 29, 1972, it would be on Billboard's Hot 100 for 10 weeks. But it would not get any higher than 43. It missed the top 40, just barely. Joe Simon, "Pull of Bad Luck."